When it was revealed that Hailey Bieber had been hospitalized due to brain-related concerns, it caused quite the shock. According to sources, Justin Bieber was much more traumatized. So, what happened to Hailey, and what did Justin say about the health scare? Well, Hailey revealed on her Instagram stories that she was having breakfast with Justin when she began to experience stroke-like symptoms and was rushed to the hospital. Doctors discovered she had a minor blood clot in her brain, which caused a temporary loss of oxygen when she was in the hospital. Fortunately, Hailey's body was able to pass the blood clot on its own, and she recovered completely within a few hours. In her post, Hailey also added, "Although this was definitely one of the scariest moments I've ever been through, I am home now and doing well. And I am so grateful and thankful to all the amazing doctors and nurses who took care of me. Thank you to everyone who has reached out with well wishes and concern, and for all the support and love." As soon as Hailey gave an update on her health, fans flooded social media to wish her a quick recovery, with one fan writing on Twitter, "My love, what a concern I was for you, and I am glad it came out of this good. I love you." Someone else also added, "Sending Hailey all the love in the world right now. We love you, Hailey." In another post, Justin confirmed that Hailey was released from the hospital, as he also posted a photo of him and Hailey and captioned it, "Can't keep this one down." Well, Justin may have been putting on a brave face, but according to a source that spoke to People, the nightmare shocked both of them. But Justin was probably more traumatized than Hailey. Apparently, Justin could reportedly barely sleep and stayed up after the stroke, watching Hailey as she rested at night. The source that spoke to People also said, "When it happened, there was a lot of panic. Justin texted everyone he knew and asked everyone to pray for her, and he never left her side. He was saying that he can't lose her, that whatever it takes, he wanted the best medical treatment available. He would have done anything to help her. It was a moment for them both to be reminded about mortality and focusing on what really matters." The source continued to add that Justin realized, and he was telling people around him, how much Hailey is his rock, how she saved him from a dark time, and that he needs to appreciate her every day. A different source also told Hollywood Life that Justin has been on tour, and he has been dealing with the normal stresses of putting on a great show. So when he has downtime with Hailey, he really takes advantage of it, and makes sure that all the time spent with her is genuine and real enjoyment. The insider added that Justin became anxious, scared, and stressed, especially once they found out what was going on, and he was kind of really taking it hard, because he was really scared. They also said that there was definitely a lot of praying over Hailey's health. It's now said that she is fine and away from it. Justin really feels blessed that she's okay, and he is really happy and loves Hailey even more. Of course, social media was also filled with encouraging messages for both Hailey and Justin, after the reports with fans posting comments like, "May God protect them both. Sending my love and prayers to both of them. I believe that God is watching and protecting them all." Unsurprisingly, fans also started wondering why Hailey got the stroke. And one of the doctors who spoke to People about the mini stroke said, "We think of stroke as being something that happens in older ages, but we are seeing it in younger and younger people. It relates generally to people having unhealthy lifestyles. Maybe not eating well or not getting in regular exercise, along with other factors like genetics." Well, while some sites said that Hailey probably got the stroke because of her lifestyle, fans pointed out that Hailey is a wealthy model with a personal trainer, and her entire living is literally based on being in a certain physical shape and eating a certain way. So, according to some people, including experts, the cause of the stroke was probably not her lifestyle but the COVID vaccine. Like one fan wrote on Twitter, "Here's another article stating she received the vaccine, and they believe it's what caused the blood clot. This woman is 26 years old. That is extremely uncommon and has increased thousandfold post-vaccine. It's just the facts." Someone else wrote, "The COVID vaccine gave 25-year-old Hailey Bieber blood clots in her brain, but let's not talk about it." So how are fans sure that Hailey was vaccinated? Well, she attended the Met Gala and vaccination was a mandatory requirement. In fact, some celebrities refused to attend because they did not want to get vaccinated. Some people also pointed out that even if a person has not been vaccinated, studies have shown that COVID also causes clots, like one person wrote. "I see lots of comments about the vaccine, but I know 2 people had COVID, no vaccine, and had strokes both in their early 40s. It feels like strokes and heart complications are more common in people after having COVID. But how did people conclude that Hailey probably got the clot because she had COVID? Well, the dear husband, Justin Bieber. Justin contracted COVID in February 2022 and had to postpone multiple concert dates on his Justice World Tour. In a statement on Twitter, the management wrote, "Due to a COVID outbreak within the team, Justin Bieber's Justice World Tour show, scheduled to take place in Las Vegas, Nevada, has been rescheduled to June 28, 2022. Justin is of course hugely disappointed, but the health and safety of his crew and fans is always his #1 priority." So according to fans, it is possible that Hailey also got COVID, and the clot in her brain happened because of it. Some people also pointed out that other than COVID-related complications, the clot in Hailey's brain may have been due to birth control. Studies have actually indicated that people who take birth control measures are at an increased risk for developing blood clots that could travel to the brain and cause a stroke. One person who agreed that Hailey's clot was probably caused by birth control wrote on Twitter, "Every single birth control lists blood clotting as the first risk. Why is birth control the only medication not tailored to height and weight? A 300-pound woman receives the same amount of hormones as a 100-pound woman. Extending use of birth control without breaks equals clots, period." Neither Hailey nor Justin revealed the cause of the clot, but days later, Justin actually gave another update. During one of his performances, he talked about the health scare and said, "Obviously, you guys know the news about my wife, but she's okay. But it's been scary, you know?" Hailey also proved that she was doing okay when she was also spotted at one of Justin's concerts in Salt Lake City, Utah on March 13th, just a day after she revealed she suffered a blood clot. According to concert goers, she was singing along to Justin's songs, and in other videos that made rounds on social media, Hailey was dancing and jumping around. Well, we wish her all the best. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon. Till then, be safe and stay well.